Hello film enthusiasts and adventurers of cinematic dreams. Today, we're diving into the enchanting world of early cinema, where forgotten images and whispered stories come together to craft realms filled with wonder and suspense. From the gentle start-up of the projector to the beautiful dance of light and shadow, silent films serve as a gateway to an era where imagination and innovation soared beyond mere spoken words. In this captivating space, we'll take a closer look at Seven Footprints to Satan, a 1929 film that beckons both the brave and the curious. Guiding us through this intriguing journey is Danish film director Benjamin Christensen, a true pioneer of atmospheric horror and cinematic innovation, whose influence in both Europe and Hollywood has left a lasting legacy on visual storytelling. On screen, we have Thelma Todd, the sparkling ice cream blonde, a reference to her iconic platinum blonde hair, whose charm and wit shone brightly during the uneasy shift from silent films to talkies, alongside Creighton Hale, a reliable figure of the silent film era whose performances added depth and heroism to any story, especially thrilling narratives. Rounding out the cast, Sheldon Lewis, Sajin Kamiyama, and others brought their own unique flavors of suspense and intrigue, perfectly capturing the late 1920s fascination with the strange and the exotic. The film's central themes still go over surprisingly well with today's audiences. At its heart, Seven Footprints to Satan delves into deception and the manipulation of identity, placing its characters in a house that serves as both a trap of terror and a focal point. In our current world of curated realities and digital illusions, this idea of orchestrated perception feels incredibly relevant. The atmosphere, a captivating mix of gothic elegance, surreal sets, and dramatic shadows, draws viewers into the uncanny, a feeling we continue to chase in immersive experiences, whether in psychological thrillers or virtual realms. Moreover, the film stands on the brink of a technological revolution, incorporating synchronized sound elements even as silent cinema was nearing its end. This transitional aspect prompts us to reflect on change itself, reminding modern viewers that every breakthrough element of entertainment comes with its own uncertainties and daring experiments. In 1929, the year this film made its debut, the world was a study in contrasts. It was a time when the stock market crash loomed large, triggering the onset of the Great Depression and casting a shadow over countless lives and economies. Yet, amidst this turmoil, the very first Academy Awards took place, honoring artistic achievements even as the film industry stood on the brink of the sound era. Meanwhile, the St. Valentine's Day Massacre in Chicago left a lasting impression on the nation, a stark reminder of how danger and spectacle often go hand in hand. It's against this vibrant and chaotic backdrop that Seven Footprints to Satan came to life, capturing the cultural intrigue with mystery and the restless spirit of a world in flux. Produced by First National Pictures, the film shines thanks to the talent of cinematographer Sol Polito, whose skillful lighting and framing amplify every moment of suspense. Although it was released with synchronized sound effects instead of spoken dialogue, the film still manages to convey the grace and expressiveness of silent cinema. Thelma Todd's radiant presence and Creighton Hale's blend of courage and curiosity lead us through Benjamin Christensen's intricate vision, while the sets themselves feel almost animated, resonating with the story's themes of manipulation, control, and the fine line between reality and illusion. Without giving away too much, the plot is truly captivating. A brave young man steps into a realm brimming with hidden perils, secrets, and trials that push his bravery and cleverness to the limit. A mysterious mansion serves as the backdrop for bizarre encounters, unseen forces, and emotional stakes that ramp up the suspense at every twist and turn. The narrative focuses more on what's lurking just out of sight than on what's immediately apparent behind each door, shadow, and mask. The tension is thick, and the questions it raises, about trust, identity, and the unknown, are just as hair-raising now as they were almost a century ago. Stay put after the credits roll, as we'll delve into the intricate production details, explore the fascinating lives of Christensen, Todd, and Hale, and trace the cultural and historical influences of 1929 that shaped this film's creation. There's so much more to discover in this cinematic gem than what the story alone can convey. So, dim the lights, allow the hum of the projector pull you in, and let yourself be whisked away to a world filled with suspense, shadows, and curiosity. Experience 7 Footprints to Satan not just as a relic of its time, but as a vibrant piece of cinematic artistry, a glimpse into the dreams, fears, and creativity of late 1920s filmmaking. Tonight, let the screen ignite your sense of wonder, and uncover a film whose 7 footprints leave echoes that still quicken your pulse nearly a century later. As the final shadows creep across the screen, 7 Footprints to Satan leaves us with a haunting sense of curiosity. The mansion's corridors twist and turn like a maze, beckoning us to explore more in the soft flicker of candlelight. The atmosphere is thick with mystery and suspense, a quiet tension that wraps around each character's movements and decisions. This film doesn't shout its message, instead, it softly whispers through shadows and silence, creating an impression that's both unsettling and captivating, a cinematic haze that obscures yet draws us in. At the helm of this darkly imaginative story was Benjamin Christensen, the Danish director who was born in Viborg, Denmark, on September 28, 1879, who passed away on April 1, 1959, in Frederiksberg. Christensen's career was marked by his deep interest in the occult, psychology, and the expressive potential of film. He gained international fame with his 1922 work, Hæxan, a bold documentary-style exploration of witchcraft that masterfully blends drama, horror, and historical insight. In the late 1920s, Christensen made his way to Hollywood, introducing American audiences to European expressionist techniques. While his work in the U.S. enjoyed modest commercial success, his impact on atmospheric horror and visual storytelling has been widely recognized by both scholars and filmmakers. After returning to Denmark, Christensen led a private life, and his legacy stands as a testament to the lasting power of visionary cinematic artistry. Thelma Todd, who entered the world on July 29, 1906, in Lawrence, Massachusetts, and sadly left us abruptly on December 16, 1935, was a shining star in both silent and early sound films. Known affectionately as the Ice Cream Blonde, she dazzled audiences in over 120 films, proving her talent was compelling across comedy, melodrama, and suspense. She collaborated with iconic names like the Marx Brothers, Zosu Pitts, and Hal Roach Studios, winning the hearts of fans who loved her charm, wit, and intelligence. But her life off the screen was just as intriguing. She ran a trendy tea room in Hollywood, formed friendships with top stars, and her mysterious and untimely death still sparks shock and curiosity today. Her performances continue to enchant modern viewers, offering a glimpse into a remarkable talent that bridged 2 cinematic eras. Creighton Hale, originally named Patrick Wills Fitzgerald, was born in County Cork, Ireland, on May 24, 1882, and he passed away on August 9, 1965, in South Pasadena, California. He was a reliable presence in the world of silent films. His career spanned both stage and screen, with memorable roles in suspense, mystery, and melodrama classics like The Cat and the Canary and Way Down East. On screen, he often portrayed calm and clever characters, perfectly suited for leading roles in unusual or dangerous situations. He made a smooth transition to supporting roles in sound films, continuing to work consistently into the 1950s. Though he kept his personal life private, his impressive body of work remains cherished by silent film fans. Among the supporting cast, Sheldon Lewis, who often played menacing villains, brought a captivating intensity to the film. Known for his portrayal of sinister characters, Lewis had a solid career in silent cinema, although he faced challenges when transitioning to sound. William V. Mong, a talented character actor, appeared in countless films and was celebrated for his comedic timing as well as his dramatic performances. His career extended into the early talkies, albeit often in smaller parts. Sajin Kamiyama, credited simply as Sajin, was a Japanese actor who gained recognition for his unique presence in Hollywood's silent films. His exotic persona was frequently emphasized in casting, and he later appeared in early sound movies. Laska Winter, Ivan Christie, and DeWitt Jennings added memorable touches to the ensemble, each infusing their own energy and theatrical flair, enhancing the story's intricate intrigue and showcasing the diverse talent that silent cinema cultivated. The production of 7 Footprints to Satan was notable for its atmospheric and technical experimentation. Christensen collaborated with cinematographer Sol Polito, using shadow, perspective, and set design to create a sense of spatial distortion that visually echoed the story's psychological twists. The mansion sets were elaborate and carefully crafted, forming a visual maze that required precise staging and lighting. Reports indicate that actors often had to maneuver through tricky props and stairways during complex scenes, with Todd's expressive reactions captured in long takes to build suspense. The film's partial synchronization with sound effects posed a transitional technical challenge. Balancing these elements with silent-era acting techniques demanded careful coordination and innovation. Culturally, this film perfectly captures the late 1920s obsession with mystery, the occult, and the thrill of theatrical spectacle. Audiences were captivated by stories of hidden rooms, secret societies, and psychological suspense, an interest that was heightened by the broader societal anxieties of the time, from economic instability to rapidly changing social norms. Even today, themes of identity, deception, and the allure of the unknown continue to intrigue viewers, reminding us that curiosity and fear are timeless elements in storytelling. The film received mixed reviews. While contemporary critics praised its suspenseful atmosphere and Christensen's visual flair, they also pointed out its uneven pacing and occasionally convoluted plot. Over the years, it has faded as a lesser-known classic in the director's body of work, only to be rediscovered by silent film historians and enthusiasts who admire its experimental nature and the performances of Todd and Hale. Preserving the film has been quite a challenge. Although it was never completely lost, surviving prints were scattered and often incomplete, with varying quality. Restoration efforts in archives and film collections have made it possible for modern audiences to enjoy the film, and it has been released in select Blu-ray editions that pay careful attention to visual clarity and musical accompaniment. Let's reveal some fascinating production details that really bring the story behind the camera to life. Casting Sajjan added a touch of international flair. Thelma Todd was known to improvise her reactions during those nail-biting moments. Creighton Hale's calm presence on set stood in stark contrast to the hectic shooting schedules. Those elaborate lighting setups sometimes led to a few minor mishaps. The mansion's staircases were infamous for their near misses. Costume and set pieces were often recycled from other productions. An early synchronized sound element decided to malfunction right in the middle of filming. Christensen was adamant about capturing multiple camera angles for single scenes. The studio initially thought about trimming some scenes for pacing, but the director held his ground, and contemporary newspaper reviews remarked on the creepy realism of certain sets, highlighting the immersive experience they provided. Rare photos capture the cast exploring the set during breaks, and archival reviews from 1929 describe the film as a thrilling, unnerving spectacle, and a visual curiosity that chills without needing words. Academic discussions praise Christensen's daring use of perspective and set design, marking him as a pioneer in the realm of psychological horror. For the actors, this film was a significant milestone, showcasing Todd's dramatic range, providing Hale with steady work, and giving the supporting cast a platform that would lead them into future sound projects. Although Christensen's time in Hollywood was brief, it solidified his reputation as a director willing to push boundaries, blending European style with American studio practices. As we ponder the themes presented today, the film serves as a reminder that the unknown continues to both intrigue and unsettle us. It highlights how perception and deception remain just as significant now as they were back in 1929. Even during times of change, be it technological advancements or personal growth, creativity has a way of thriving. And who knows, if a mysterious mansion pops up in your neighborhood, it might be worth your while to look for hidden doors. You never know what delightful surprises could be waiting for you. Or, if you'd rather play it safe, just be thankful you're enjoying the show from the comfort of your living room instead of trying to navigate those tricky staircases yourself. Thank you for accompanying us on this adventure through cinematic shadows and historical mysteries. We hope you found this exploration of 7 footprints to Satan and its captivating universe enjoyable. Be sure to visit us again at Quality Silent Films, where we bring full-length classics to life with rich biographies, historical context, and cultural insights, making these silent tales resonate with new generations of film enthusiasts. Who knew the scariest part of 1929 wasn't the devastating stock market crash, but just trying to find the exit in that crazy mansion?